Shining Resonance has a lot of problems, but I think the biggest is that it tries to be 3 games at once: an action RPG, hack and slash, and a dating simulator, and it fails at being 2 of them. We play the role of Yuma, a shy teenager subjected to experiment that happens to descend from an ancient being called the Shining Dragon. The setting is an island in which a peaceful kingdom settled, and now an invader has set foot. And the story is like, the bad guy was the power dragon for the Empire because they're bad guys, and we're gonna defeat them because we're good guys. Now, despite this presentation, I think the story is fine, in a sense that it's enough if you present it right. But that's the problem. The presentation of almost all the scenario is just text panels and sprites that come and go, being expressionless most of the time. There's almost no cutscene. Even fights are just text panels. That's something that could be okay for a game on the Game Boy Advance, but not on PlayStation 3. As for the setting, the game has less than 20 areas. There's only one city that serves as a central hub. Part of the gameplay is being able to talk with your companions of home to raise their relationship level with Yuma. While there is fundamentally no problem with the inclusion of this system, it's common in RPG after all, there are parts of the main scenario, even including quests, that are made for this dating gameplay, with a lot of moments that personally made me blow my nose. To raise relationship level, you can say to your companion that you want to talk to them late at night. That triggers a randomly generated dialogue, at the end of which you might be asked a question, and if you get it right, it raises relationship level. The game has a feature called bond diagram, which could have been really interesting, but is not really explained and neither exploited. Basically, you get to select traits for your characters, and depending on those traits, they're gonna give passive buff to each other, and the power of this buff is tied to relationship levels. You have an NPC that has an artifact called the Grimoire, and the Grimoire enables you to go into dungeons. This Grimoire mechanic is actually interesting. You have multiple dungeons, and you can use sigils to modify what's gonna be in those dungeons. Like, you can add some specific type of monsters, challenge run in exchange for increased drop chance, or raise monster levels. This makes the dungeon far better to farm XP, gold, and monster material than the outside world. Once you get access to the Grimoire, the gameplay route of monster, loot, and craft is actually not bad, since it enables you to try out different things of spells, specs, breaker, taunt, healer, offensive mage, fire spammer, and so on. And that's the conclusion that I would draw. This is where you pass most of the time in game, and when the game actually feels good. So I think they should have forgot about forcing a scenario and a dating simulator, and just make this game a pure hack and slash.